my box. I thought I would show you guys what I got. Now I have opened it and took a peek because it was here by lunchtime and my husband went up and got it up at the gate and brought it down here. So I have been busy, and of course I wanted to get out back here and look in my box, but I had some other stuff I had to do first. It's taken me a couple of hours and a couple of phone calls and all kinds of things in order to get to where I can show you this box. Oh, my coffee. So you guys grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is, your iced tea about this time of year, and I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out of the box and bringing it over here. Now this is, if y'all didn't see my last video, that would be uh, the fiber Floozie number 12. Then go check that out because I talk about a little bit about this, but I'll tell you again. So hello to my new viewers. Hello everybody who's been here. The last video I had picked 3 winners from the comments. So be sure you leave comments and let's interact with everybody and go to the group, the Facebook group. Now you have to answer a couple of questions to get there, but it's just so I know who's coming in and I can keep an eye on things. Okay, I am Jill, and the Facebook group is the Essential Blossom group on Facebook, and I have the Essential Blossom on Instagram, Facebook, and an Etsy store. All right, today is, what is June 18th, 2019, and the box I'm talking about is coming from Bette Bornside Company. So I showed y'all, this is her, I spilled coffee on this, you guys, but this was the sales list. It's the Bette Bornside coffee list. Bette Bornside Company. BornsideYards.com. So now let me explain how this had to happen, because yes, she tells you when you go to her website, she will tell you what she has. She'll tell you what she carries, what kind of yarn she carries. She has a lot of books also, but you can't see pictures, can't see prices or any of that kind of stuff. So if you contact her, then she will send you a list. And it has her prices and what she carries on it. And then if you want something, you can order it. So here's what I did. I was looking for that list. I put it away. I went online. For instance, when I got her sales sheet that has a list of all of the yarns that were on sale, and I looked it up from the website, the company website, to see what the colors look like, and then I made my decisions based on that. Okay, I got 69 skeins of yarn, and they cost me an average, with shipping and everything, was $15 from New Orleans to here. It averages $2.18 a skein. Now let me show you what I got. Here's the first bag. Now this was the bag deal. She had several deals that were already bagged up. This one is the Barocco Modern Cotton. think. Yes, Morocco Modern Cotton. It's navy, and it is the most absolute little darker navy, but I mean it's navy. And there are 9. So this bag, 9 hanks of navy. They're 209 yards each, 100 grams, 60% cotton and 40% viscose. Oh, it feels really, really good. Really good. The weight on this, it's listed as a 4 on the tag. And it's kind of tubular, the twist on it. So it might be a light 4, what you guys would consider a light 4. But this is Pima cotton, so it's one of the softest cottons you can get. And they were regularly, this bag would have been $81 at her prices. And her prices are cheaper even than what the website. Consistently, every time I checked the website, she had a better price than what the websites did. And so this would have been $81 for these 9, and I got them for $35. So that would be, let's see, 209 yards times 9. I meant to get this calculator out earlier. 209 times 9, that's 1,881 yards. Plenty for a sweater. Or a cardigan is what I'm thinking. A navy cardigan. Okay, Morocco cotton. Now remember, I'm kind of playing with this too because I only kind of peeked in there. Let's save that one. Okay, now I got 2. Oh, wow. Two bags of Kid Silk. This is Rowan Kid Classic. And I got the dark drab blue and the light beige. So there are 6 of the light beige. And actually, think of this more as an ecru. It's more what it looks like as an ecru. And this says dark drab blue, but this is more like a dusty blue. Okay, Kid Silk, Kid Classic is 70% lamb's wool, 26% kid mohair, 4% nylon. It's 153 yards in a 50-gram ball. They were $10.95 each, and I got them for $5.50 each. In Rowan Company, they have some absolutely gorgeous. Go to knitrowan.com. There's some gorgeous patterns. So I'm really excited about this. Feels good. Isn't that pretty? So there's 6 of that one and 7 of these. $153 yards each. Nice. Okay, then okay, these were shelf samples, and these were no charge. She sent these at no charge to me, right off the shelf. So these were my goodies, my little goodies. This is Fior. We've got, gosh. So Fior is 25% linen, 35% cotton, and 40% bamboo. What are these? Oh, look at that color. Oh, how pretty. That right there is a project. But I was trying to find you guys the colors. They're 165 yards in each. Color 112, 1235. Okay. Oh, so that was the teal, the pink rose, and the tan. And this is almost a sprucey teal. It's really a pretty color. I don't know if this you would call this a chain link. It's just a twist. It's not really a chain. It's a twist. I don't know if y'all can see the twist on that. That's pretty good. Really nice. This is going to be a nice garment. Okay. So I also got, so she sent me the samples to go with what I ordered, because I ordered the tan, the pink, and the ecru. That's what I thought. So here's the ecru. So now I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 of the tan, 3 of the pink, and 3 of the ecru, and 1 of the teal. So I cleaned her out of those. They were $2.50 each. Gorgeous. Okay, let's look at these. This bag is the, let's see. Oh, that's a pretty color. Tacky Yarns Cotton Classic. It's 100% mercerized cotton. Yep. 3039. This is anthracite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 of those left in the garment, guys. And I don't know if you can see, it is the most slate charcoal color. It's not black, it's charcoal. Now, these are 100% cotton, 108 yards each in a 50-gram tank. They were $8.95, $6.95. I got them for $3.50 a piece. Okay. And this I would consider a sport weight. So I got the anthracite, and then I got melon, four of those. Which is $34.73 is the color. Melon. Okay. Then the Brown Sheep Company. This is their cotton fine merinos. This is 80 cotton, 20 merino wool. 50 grams, 222 yards of skein. This is called truffle. And this I would consider more of a 1. And I got 5 of the truffle. It's a brown. Very chocolatey brown. And 2 Caribbean Sea. Yeah, I don't know what I did with that. Caribbean Sea. You guys probably not heard of this company. These come out of Nebraska, west side of Nebraska. Yeah, see, it says it's a 1. Okay. That's that many. Lots of cotton. Let's see what's in this bag. Ooh, those are pretty. Oh. Okay, these are by Universal Yarn, and this is the Poem Silk. It's Wisdom Yarns. Poem Silk. But it's a Universal company, Universal Yarns. So these are Baffin Island. And they are 75% wool and 25% silk. There are, and there's this, that's 3 of them. There's a variation in the colors. $4.50 each. They were $9. And so one thing I didn't mention, so this is 109 yards. It's a 50-gram ball, considered a 4. And one of the things that Betty does with her list is that she puts everything by stitch count. So this one, they're saying, is 18 stitches and 23 rows in a 4-inch stockinette stitch is your gauge. Okay, so if you do a 4-inch stockinette knitting, you're going to get an 18 stitch count over 23 rows. That's your gauge. By hook, it's a 14 single crochets in 19 rows in a 4-inch swatch. And that's your gauge. US size 8 needle and a USI or 9, 5.5 millimeter hook. So she lists everything on her list that way because the manufacturer gives a stitch count on their yarns, and she lists the stitch count. So if a pattern says 18 stitches over 23 rows, she knows this will work to get gauge, depending on the size of the needle. Okay, the reason I would like these are lace weight. So these are Silky Alpaca Lace by Classic Elite. %70 alpaca, 30% silk. 460 yards, 50 grams. This is 8.5 stitches per inch on a size 2 or a 2.75 needle. These are made in Peru. $24.77. This one is Forget Me Not. It's a little brighter than it is. Yeah, see here? It's a pale blue. It's Forget Me Not. $24.93. What is that? This is ultramarine. It's a slightly teal navy. Then we have deep blue smoke. Wow. Gray, a purpley blue, and gray, and yeah, that's like a purpley navy. So it would go well with those. And then we have slate. So it's not solid black. It's got like a marled, heathered look to it. Slate. Then we've got beach grass, and it's a, what color? Oh, it's there. Got minty, really light teal. And then this one, gray, green, beige. Sorry, guys. Gray, green, beige. And those, really, they're sock yarn. See their lace weight. So they're a 0. And actually, they would all look well together. And then the last bag to show you, so this one is the Donegal tweed. So this reminds me of a hand spun, and I love hand spun yarn. And I don't have a whole lot of the hand spun. Okay, so this is really light, okay, really light. It's 100% wool. It's amazing how light 100% wool is. Smells like sheep. It really does. People say that, but it really does. And it's a kind of a roving style. So you're going to have bigger and smaller. And I would call this color like a light chocolate. Okay, so this was originally $149.50 for the bag. This is one of the bag deals, and I got it for $60. And there's 10. There are 183 yards per skein on 100 grams skein. This is called a hank. This is number 898 taupe. So they were originally $14.95 each. So 100% pure new wool, 183 yards, 18 stitches and 22 rows. Number 8 needle would be a 5mm, and the same with crochet. And it's called homespun, is what this one's called. It's made in the Republic of Ireland exclusively for Taki Stacey Charles. Donegal tweed. I was so happy to get this back. That's it. that is my box. So now I get to play around with finding the patterns for that. So I mentioned all the prices on that, but that's why I say when I take the 69 skeins and average it out with shipping, it's $2.18 a piece. So, okay, what was the other thing I was going to tell you guys? So if you watched my video, you know that I had to stop and start. I was talking to, I had phone calls and things going on, and I wasn't allowed to say anything because everybody had to be notified and all this had to happen. And today, my daughter had a doctor's appointment and had the sonogram. So I'm going to be a grandma again, number two. And my grandson was funny because he was going to go, but then he decided to go to camp instead because they were having edible slime. But then they didn't have the edible slime, but he was still happy because he got to go to the gym and play. But he saw the picture from the sonogram and he said, "Oh, it's a boy." So we'll see. This was just the first sonogram. She is 8 weeks. So that was what was going on last week when I had my stop and start and everything. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming and seeing the unboxing. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got to see some yarns that you've not seen. And there'll probably be some more from Betty because she has a lot of stuff I don't see in other places. She has a treasure trove of stuff back there. So, all right. I will see you guys soon. Y'all take care.